Hello. Today we will be doing the Montreal Cognitive Assessment, aka the MoCA. This is a rapid screen of cognitive abilities designed to detect cognitive dysfunction. It includes 16 items in 11 categories to assess multiple cognitive domains, including visuospatial, executive functions, naming, memory, attention, language, abstraction, and orientation. Some special considerations when performing the MoCA is that it has been extensively used and studied in older adult populations and in Parkinson's disease, where cognitive impairment is problematic. The MoCA has greater emphasis on attention and executive function than the MMSE that is commonly used to screen for cognitive impairments. For those with mild deficits, the MoCA appears to be more sensitive for those with high premorbid IQ, non-Alzheimer's disease dementia, and early stages of dementia. Some limitations are that your patient must have good vision and must be able to hold a pencil. Now let's get started. Good morning, Janice. How are you doing today?
Good.
Can you tell me your date of birth?
10/23/44.
Good. And can you tell me your level of education?
High school.
Good. All right, Janice. So today we're going to be doing a test to kind of test your memory, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is please draw a line going from number to letter in ascending order. Begin here and draw a line from 1 to A, and then A to 2, and so on, and then you'll end here. Okay? Good. Okay, so next what you'll do is see this cube here? I want you to copy this in this space right here as accurately as you can. Good, good job. So next, in this space right here, I want you to draw a clock. Draw a big circle and put all the numbers. Okay, now can you set the time for 10 after 11? Great job, Janice. So next what we're gonna do is, can you tell me the name of this animal?
Cat.
Good. What about this one?
Dog.
Good. And this one?
Camel.
Good. Okay. So next we're going to test your memory, okay? I'm going to read 5 words to you, and then I want you to repeat them back when I'm done, okay? Face, velvet, church, daisy, red.
Face, velvet, church, daisy, red.
Good. Okay. Now I'm going to read them to you one more time. Face, velvet, church, daisy, red, and I'm going to ask you to recall those a little bit later in the test, okay? So you just remember those, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to say some numbers, and when I am through, repeat them exactly to me as I said, okay? Okay. 2, 1, 8, 5, 4.
2, 1, 8, 5, 4.
Good. Now I'm going to say some more numbers, but when I am through, you must repeat them to me in the backward order. Okay? 7, 4, 2.
Oh, 2, 4, 7.
Good. Okay. You're doing great, Janice. Now, for this next set, I'm going to read a sequence of letters. Every time I say the letter A, you're going to tap your hand once, okay? Can you do a little practice tap for me? Good. So whenever I'm going to read a sequence of numbers, and on A, you're going to tap. Don't tap on any other numbers, okay? All right. F, B, A, C, M, N, A, J, K, L, B, A, F, A, K, D, E, A, J, A, M, O, F, A, B. Good job. Good job. Okay. You doing all right?
Yep.
Okay. So this next time, we are going to start at number 100, and I want you to count backwards by 7. Okay?
Jeez.
Okay, you can do it. You can do it. Okay? And I'll tell you when to stop. You just start whenever you're ready. Starting at 100, subtract by 7.
100,
Mm-hmm.
93,
Good.
86,
Good.
79,
Good.
72,
Good.
65.
Good. You can stop there. Good job. I know some are definitely harder than others. Okay. I'm going to read you a sentence and I want you to repeat it back to me exactly as I say it, okay? So listen carefully. I only know that John is the one to help today. You say it.
Okay, I only know that John is the one to help today.
Good job. Now I'm going to read you another sentence. Repeat it after me exactly as I say it. The cat always hides under the couch when dogs were in the room.
The cat always hides under the couch when dogs are in the room.
Good. Okay. So now I'm going to tell you a letter of the alphabet, and I want you to tell me as many words as you can think of that begin with a certain letter of the alphabet. You can say any kind of word you want except for proper nouns like Bob or Boston. Numbers or words that begin with the same sound but have a different ending. So like love, lover, loving. That doesn't count. Okay? I will tell you to stop after 1 minute. I'm going to get my stopwatch ready. Okay. And the letter you have is F. Okay? Go.
Foot. Food.
Good.
Fruit.
Good.
Fantasy.
Good.
Freckles. Face.
Good.
Fanny pack.
Good. Creative.
Flint.
Good.
Fire.
Good.
Frost.
Good.
Forest. Frog. Did I say fantasy yet?
You did.
Forgetful. Frown. Frustrated. Fan.
Okay, good job, Janice. Good. That one's a hard one. Okay. So, Janice, can you tell me the similarities between a banana and an orange?
You can eat them.
Good. Okay. Now, what about a train and a bicycle?
You can use them to go places.
Good. And what about a watch and a ruler?
You can use them to look at stuff.
Good. Good, good. All right. Now, do you remember those words that I had you memorize earlier?
Do I have to say them in order?
No, you can repeat them in any order you want.
Church.
Good.
Red.
Good.
Daisy.
Good.
Velvet.
Good.
And that's all she wrote.
Okay, good job, Janice. Okay. Now, can you tell me the date today?
September
Good.
13th,
Good.
2018.
Good. Can you tell me what day of the week it is?
Thursday.
Good. Can you tell me where we're at?
UAMS.
Good. And what city we're in?
Fayetteville.
Okay. Good job, Janice. You did the whole thing. The MOCA is out of 30 points total, and normal is if you get above or equal to a 26. Anything below a 26 would indicate mild cognitive impairment.
The Postural Assessment Scale for Stroke, also known as the PASS, is a 12-item scale used to monitor postural control following stroke. The 12 items increase in difficulty and is used to measure posture in sitting, standing, and lying down. You can use this scale to distinguish between right and left-sided damage, and the scoring is used on a 4-point scale for each section, which you'll see later, and the total is out of 36 points. So the first stage of the PASS is sitting without support. Preferably you would have someone not on a wheeled support, but you don't want a backrest, so like a bench, something like that would be preferred. If they can sit here for 5 minutes without support, they'll get a 3. If they can sit for more than 10 seconds without support, they will get a 2. If they can sit with slight support, which for example would be her kind of like leaning on one arm, if there was something she could lean on, they would get a 1. And if they cannot sit here without support, they would get a 0. Okay, so the second part to the PASS is standing with support. So what you want to do is have the subject stand, provide them support as needed, evaluate their ability to stand, not the quality of the stance. So if she can stand with support of only one hand, say she were to grab onto this, again, you don't want wheels on this, so a table or something, she would receive a 3. If she can stand with moderate support of one person, then she would get a 2. If she can stand with strong support of 2 people, she would get a 1. And if she cannot stand at all, she would get a 0. Part 3 is standing without support. Have the subject stand without support, examine their ability to stand, not the quality of stance. So a 3 would be she can stand without support for more than 1 minute, and simultaneously perform arm movements above shoulder level. Great job. A 2, she can stand without support for 1 minute, but has to stand a little bit asymmetrically. Good. A 1 could stand without support for 10 seconds or leans heavily onto one leg. And 0 is cannot stand without support. Number 4 is standing on the non-paretic leg. So what you're going to do is have them stand on their unaffected side. What you're going to monitor their ability to do this, not the quality of them standing or how they get to this position. So a 3 can stand on the non-paretic leg for more than 10 seconds. A 2 would be for more than 5 seconds. A 1 can stand on non-paretic leg for only a few seconds, and a 0 would be cannot stand on non-paretic leg at all. Number 5 is having your subject stand on the paretic leg. So it's the same scale as we used before. You're not looking at the quality or how they're getting into this position. You're just looking at their ability to bear weight on their affected side. It's the same scale. 3 would be can stand for 10 seconds, 2 would be 5 seconds, 1 would be just a few seconds, and 0 would be not at all. Number 6 is supine to paretic side lateral. So what you'll do is you'll ask your patient to roll onto their affected side and grade the amount of help that they needed to roll onto that side. So Sharina, can you roll toward me? So Sharina was able to do that on her own. So she would receive a 3. If she needed a little help, she would have gotten a 2. If she can do it, but she needed a lot of help, she would have received a 1, and she would get a 0 if she could not do it at all. Number 7 is supine to non-paretic side lateral. It's the same thing that we just did. You'll ask your patient to roll onto their non-affected side and grade their ability to do that with your help or without your help. And so, Sharina, can you roll toward me? Keep going. Go, go, go. So I didn't really have to help Sharina, so she would have received a 3 and the same scale as number 6. Okay, number 8 is supine to sitting up on the edge of the mat. So we're gonna measure Sharina and her assistance level that she needs to perform this task. So Sharina, I want you to sit up and I want your feet hanging over the edge of this mat, okay? Okay. So roll toward me first, then we're gonna have you sit up. Can you sit up? Good. So Sharina needed a little help on that one, so she would have received a 2. It's the same scale as before. So number 9 is sitting on the edge of the mat to supine. Again, you're looking at their level of assistance and not the quality of the movement. So Sharina, can you go from this position to lying down, please? Can you lay on your back for me? Good. So Sharina was able to do that without help, so she would receive a 3. It's the same scale as the previous test. So number 10 is sitting to standing up. You're assessing their level of assistance and not the quality of movement. So Sharina, can you stand up for me? Sharina was able to do this on her own, so she would have received a 3. If she needed a little help, she would have gotten a 2. If she needed a lot of help, she would have gotten a 1. And if she couldn't do this at all, she would have received a 0. So number 11, you're going to ask your patient to go from standing to sitting down on the mat. So Sharina, can you sit down? Again, you're measuring the level of assistance and not the quality of the movement. So number 12 is standing, picking up a pencil off the floor. So you're gonna assist your patient as they pick up a pencil from the floor. Again, you're monitoring their ability to do this, not the quality of the movement. So Sharina was able to do that without help. Sharina was able to do that without help, so she received a 3. If she needed a little help, she would have gotten a 2. If she needed a lot of help, she would have gotten a 1. And if she couldn't do that at all, she would have received a 0.
Hello. The Action Research Arm Test is a 19-item measure that's divided into 4 subtests. So we have pinch, we have grasp, grip, and then gross arm movements as well. This is a test that requires you to purchase a $600 kit. So today we're not going to be able to demonstrate this for you, but we do have a link that will allow you to go and review it on your own time. Basically, the ratings are, if you get a 3, that means that you can perform the movement with no issues. If you get a 2, that means you can complete the test, but it takes abnormally long or it's really difficult. If you get a 1, that means that you can partially perform the test, or a 0 indicates that you can't perform the test at all. You can get anywhere from a 0 to a 57 on this test. Have fun!
Hello. The Johns Hopkins Highest Level of Mobility Scale, or the JHLM, is an 8-point scale measuring inpatient mobility. It's used to assess your patient's mobility while they're staying in a hospital for an extended period. It's recommended to be used twice a day, and it can be done by physical therapists and nurses. It's not heavily researched. The Johns Hopkins Hospital is still currently researching this, so there's a high test-retest reliability and a high inter-rater reliability, but that's all there is. There's no validity scores for this test yet. So as you can see from the score sheet, it's scaled from 1 to 8. And you don't even have to interact with the patient. It's based on the activity that they do for that day. So if they were able to sit up on the edge of their bed for that day, it would be a 3. If they were able to walk 25 feet, that would be a 7. And you can look at the score sheet for the ones in between. If they were just laying in their bed all day long and weren't able to move at all, including rolling over in their bed, that would just be a 1. So this is just getting a measurement twice a day for their level of activity, their actual level of activity.